Okay, and with that, we are back here at Bingothon. Welcome back, everybody. We are Bingothon. We are raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Check the links below the stream. We are proudly sponsored by Team 17, and we have a Hogwarts Legacy Blackout Bingo by jkxwing versus lillyx3 upon us. There's one thing I want to mention real quick before this run starts. We are currently, as you're hopefully aware, during Pride Month this June, and Bingothon happily does support Pride Month and LGBTQIA plus community. They're all very dear to our heart. We have many members from that community in the Bingothon community, and we do support trans rights. We do support Pride Month. We know that the Harry Potter franchise is unfortunately in a bad spot regarding this due to certain views their author has mentioned. We do not support these views, but we thought it would be unfair to not show a great bingo in Hogwarts Legacy due to these circumstances. So these runners want to show this, but be aware, we do support Pride Month and trans rights, and we do support the LGBTQIA plus community. With that being said, I hope that you're ready for the run of Hogwarts Legacy, so take it away, runners.
Hello, and yeah, it's gonna be a lockout, not a blackout.
My bad, I'm sorry.
Confused.
Reading is hard.
Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, we are gonna do an Hogwarts Legacy lockout. We have Lily, who is basically known for having the world record of Hogwarts Legacy, and we have X-Wing, who's known to create bingo for Hogwarts Legacy. So it's gonna be an interesting race. I'm joined by Jay Hines.
Hello. And I'm joined by Ross.
Hello.
And we're just going to basically be the commentators while Wing and Lily smash away at this bingo sheet.
So, runners, do you have any trash talk to share with the chat before the race started?
Not really, no.
I knew, if they think so.
Okay.
Always super humble, always super nice.
Then I think we're ready to get started. I don't know if there's a countdown from somewhere, otherwise I'm gonna do it myself.
I think the runners are ready.
They are ready, and there's a countdown in, and they the countdown has been done. They can reveal their cards. I also just revealed my cards. Basically, most of the goals are compared to a side quest that's open for them at this point, or something that's very easy to do at this point.
There is a very interesting one in column 5, roll 1. Enter the map chamber through your restricted area. This is a very unique entrance that's not actually in, like, it's in the game, but it's a weird entrance that you never actually go through, and you're just ported out of the room in another sense. You have to actually go into the room and use the entrance in order to kind of even know about it, that it's there. This bingo was created by Wing. He put his whole heart into like figuring out all the tiles, and Lily is the current world record holder for our main category. So it should be a very close montage here.
For sure, and Lily is at the moment she's killing some goblins because that's for the quest that I haven't seen yet, but I can pretty sure be there. Like you need to free the cards from the encampment. It's a side quest for one of the goblins in a town close by, and you basically need to defeat everyone to make sure that you're able to open this gate, and those cards will then drive back to their owner, and that's basically the whole quest. So Lily has done that already.
And it looks like Wing is doing Merlin trials, I would assume just by North Hogsmeade there. Which would be 3 Merlin trials in Hogwarts Valley.
Yeah, and I believe there are 2 Merlin trials pretty close to each other here.
And
So
there's
that's...
the first tile. We got
Yeah.
Lily with Card Away. Easy quest. It didn't take too long for them to do that. And it looks like they're in a pretty good column. But not sure if the Merlin trial here for Wing is going to interfere with the... Oh, she's doing cross wands.
Well, it doesn't really matter if it's in the same column or row, because it's lockout, they only need 13 goals to win. So because
My bad. I thought it was lockout beating for a line. That's my bad. Okay.
no worries. But
It
yeah,
is 4 a.m. in my neck of the woods here, so let's see. So cross wands going to round 3. That's column 5. Column 1, row 5, and it's already completed.
Yeah, something
Two
very
for
important.
Lily.
Something very important to know is that they are playing on story mode, which is basically the easy mode of this game. Like, it has some really nice perks of playing on story mode compared to any other mode. Like, fights are going way quicker. You can open Alamora basically instantly.
Yeah, Allure Homora auto solves, which, if you've ever done that outside of story mode, can take a pretty minute sometimes.
Yeah, and
definitely.
And catching beast is gonna be instant because of story
Right.
mode, which is a
You
pain
don't get
if you
that
don't
little
do
mini
that.
game.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting tiles that we have here. So we have rescue a shiny beast.
Yeah.
When you're capturing beasts to rescue them, there are sometimes off-colored beasts that are just a little just abnormal. Those tend to be shiny beasts, and it looks like one of them will be collecting. There's a unicorn, so it looks like Lily's path is just do all the quests.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, Lily recently routed all quests for Hogwarts Legacy, so she knows
Currently a
most
world
about
record
the...
holder for that category. Sorry.
It's also the only one for it. But yeah, like, she's more known to doing the quest compared to doing all the Merlin trials, because in the speedruns where we have to collect the experience, we don't do many of the Merlin trials because they are just slow. Like, you always get this cutscene, and it's just really slow to do, for sure.
And it looks like there's 10 quests that can be easily done for this bingo. So it will get Lily pretty far into the sheet if she completes all of those quests.
Yeah.
We have complete 3 Merlin trials in South Hogwarts region for Wing.
Nice.
Took a little bit of time. It looks like Lily has completed another tile for the unique unicorn.
There's no telling what lies
Yeah.
in wait for me in there.
And she was unfortunately unlucky that the random unicorn spawn was not shiny.
Yeah, a little unlucky, but there's still plenty of opportunity for her to find one as she completes the superior foe, the Quagmire.
Professor Howin.
Yeah, she's now fighting with Crackmire Troll. As you can see on the bingo card, it says without one-hit KO. Which, like, there are some infamous foes who, like, infamous foes don't level with your level, so some of them are really weak, and you can basically insta-kill them with an ancient magic, and that's why there is the goal, like, without one-hit KO, because otherwise, it would be a little bit too easy, I guess.
And it
Yeah.
looks like Wing is going to capture some Nifflers.
Yeah. I don't
One
know
of the
how many.
best parts about this game is you get to have your own farm of magical creatures, just like Newt's commander. You go around the world finding all these mythical beasts, and you get to put them in a knapsack. Always a little bit of fun, and see if he can find a little shiny here. That gold one there, that's not a shiny, is it? No, it's
No,
just
no, like
purchased
you can see if it's shiny if it has a little star next to it. Like
right.
I personally can't see the difference between shiny and not shiny. But yeah, X-wing got rescued already 5 Nifflers. They don't go for the especially lockout strat. Like in a lockout, you actually hope that you can lure your opponent to do your quest, basically going for the same goal, but you are also and then just try to snipe it just before they want to click the quest so that they lose time. But they are basically clicking immediately when they finish the goal.
Never stopped me before.
Lily is really speeding. Like she's already on 5 goals completed at this point.
Yeah, I think Wing is a little rusty. He hasn't been able to find a lot of time to play recently, so he's going with what he's comfortable with. He's familiar with the Merlin trials. He's familiar with regions of the map, but he's definitely slowing down because he's just not familiar with where the quest locations are. Lily is just has been routing this new category for all quests and has the unique advantage of being able to easily transport to those quests really quickly.
Yeah, I really have to say, like, a big compliment to Lily overall. Like, her routing, like, she has routed Kill Ranrock. She's just amazing in routing, in my opinion. Like,
Yes, 100%. She's a Slytherin house through and through, but when she originally started with the main category
Must
for
have been quite
the
stable
game
this time.
as Kill Ranrock, she started in Slytherin House, which is actually one of the slower houses for the category. Each house has a unique house quest, and she just started playing the game, just loving the house that she loves to play in. She has held the world record for months now, uh, improving upon it almost at one point daily to weekly. The current record has been held by her for a bit of time now. Uh, Definitely looks like she is running other categories as the competition has been trying to catch up. Right
you can
now, it
also
looks
just
like
say that the competition is slacking off.
that is true.
I should investigate.
It looks like Lily's doing some Merlin trials. What region is she in currently?
I don't know.
I am not familiar with this area.
I believe she's pretty close to, like, if I noted correctly, she's pretty close to the part where we do the, um, Lodgok quest with I don't remember his name.
I
With
would
the
assume that it
with
would be Hogwarts Valley. Yes, she's in
Yeah.
Hogwarts Valley there. So she needs to complete 3 Merlin trials.
Oh yeah, it was with
in that
Armid,
area.
yeah. Like this is where you do the quest where you can have to sneak past some of the with the doors with an eye above it.
Right, yes. I believe that is one of the last quests for the Law Doc.
And Lily's showing off a really cool, I think, unintended strat from the developers. Like normally you're supposed to just jump from one stone to the other without touching the ground ever. But some of those Merlin trials you can do that without. You can do them on the broom, and when you are on the broom, you're not on the ground, so you can just fly over them.
Right. On another note for Wing, he just came out of a vault. There's random caves throughout the map with a little bit of a rewards chest in them. And he's right now looking to complete a few of those caves in order to obtain the tile. It looks like he's trying to clear 3 vaults in Paltier Coast. Sorry. And it looks like Lily's back on the quest grind.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like gonna do a very again a really quick and fast quest, which is a reference to actually the Harry Potter series, which is follow the butterflies. And the most fun thing is that
They come after me.
that it's following the butterflies into the forest, which is a reference to the Chamber of Secrets, where Ron and Harry has to follow the spiders, and Ron just says like, "Why can't it? Why does it have to be follow the spiders? Why can't it be follow the butterflies?" And the developers made a little joke about that.
Yes, 100%. And these butterflies lead to a decoration chest. So they are more rewarding than following those spiders for sure.
Yeah,
We
and I believe.
have Lily killing some poachers. Right, she's doing the quest. No,
Yeah.
she's doing a treasure. Oh, I'm looking at Wing. I'm getting my views mixed up.
Yeah, Wing had to kill the poachers because if you are in a fight, you can't open doors.
Right.
So
However, he couldn't open that door anyways because in this mode, you may have noticed that we are starting midway through the game. Currently, all the main quests are completed. So they have free roam, have their broom, and are able to go around. This is like as flat as possible after beating Ranrock that you could possibly get. So right now, Wing is trying to do some vaults, but he was unable to actually enter one of the vaults because he doesn't have a leveled up tier of Allure Hamor. Currently, they only have level 1 Allure.
interesting.
So he had to reroute and go for another location in order to get this vault going.
Ooh, this is these are my favorite vaults. Like this is a little bit of chess puzzles where you have to basically put the other team to checkmate, and you first have to transformation one of the items objects in the vault, and then you need to place it on the correct spot to have a checkmate, and that way you get the chest. I really love those, and I feel like a lot of people who have played this game haven't done that because they the faults are not required in any way for the game, so people just didn't go into faults. And it's really hard to see, but Lily is fighting a big spider right now.
Yes. And I was just laughing because I have not played the game since one of the more recent updates, where they inserted arachnophobia mode. This is a reference to, I believe, Harry Potter 3, where they used ridiculous to put the spiders in roller skates. I did not. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That was hilarious. I think I'm going to need to put that on in my own game.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, unfortunately, if we do actually kill Vanrock runs or any speed run that you see, well, actually any speed run that you see of Hogwarts Legacy will be played on an older patch, because it's just the fastest one, and they are the option for the spiders looking not that scary isn't in there, unfortunately. So it's at least cool that you can show it off in Bingo.
Exactly. Yes. 100%. It is one of the biggest glitches. Lets you literally skip a quest, and this is very detrimental for almost every category. Otherwise, you lose a minute. So most of us have been playing on a down patched game, and I gotta say, those spiders sometimes just come out of nowhere and make me jump, give me the creeps. So I'm glad there's a little nod to at least make it a little less scary.
Yeah, for sure. And Lily is, I guess she's
Currently
kind of,
8 till 3.
yeah. Like Lily did really the quest. Like she went on a quest hunt.
Oh, they're both at cross wands here, which
Yeah,
is interesting.
I don't know why they are
Why?
here.
They're both here, which is confusing. Spell combination practice?
Yeah.
Is that...
Oh yeah, that's the one. It's kind of weird because Lily got already spell cross wands round 3, and she could have done this basically at the same time. Maybe she missed the goal. I don't know who started earlier.
I think they almost got here identical. So we'll see who gets to click first. It looks like Lily is going to get this. And Wing is... Oh, Wing is very sad with that one.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
now stuck in a cutscene. He's trying to go for here. And Moscot. Yes, Lily has bought a bunch of potions. These potions could be useful for some of the later goals that she has.
I think she might have bought the potions which are required to learn Defendo from Professor Sharp, because he is the potion teacher, and to unlock
In order to unlock
learn,
Defendo, you have to use all 3 potions, right?
no, you have to use an invisibility potion.
Uh-huh.
And you have to use the Thunderous potion.
Lily just so this is the... I'm going to cut you off there, sorry. Wing is currently running down to the restricted area, trying to grab that map chamber entry as soon as possible. Showing off a few skips, jumping down as fast as possible there. So he's going to enter this room. This is the normal part of the quest where most people get to see. However, once you go through these doors here, and once it loads up, there is a little like hidden passageway that we don't get to use because when you're doing this part of the quest, you read the book and it instantly teleports you out. You don't get to explore the chamber after going into this room once you have read the book. So this is going to be a little like, if you played this game casually, you probably would have never seen this.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, and like as Jay Hines said, like it's a cutscene that basically makes you read the book and teleports
So
you
here's
out.
the book, but there's a little passageway to the library here. It says library. Oh no, they patched it.
Oh,
That is interesting.
yeah,
We did not know this. I think we're going to count that as
yeah,
a map chamber because that in previous patches it would bring you to the map chamber, but they probably figured that was a misunderstanding and it was supposed to bring you back to the library the whole time. So the more you know.
yeah.
But we're going to give that to Wing. Still has a lot of ground to make up. Currently 11-4.
I think we might even able to do a round 2 because we are 24 minutes in, and Lily is like 2 goals away from finishing already.
I think we might need to give Wing this rematch.
Yeah.
Currently, Lily doesn't know much about treasure vaults. Playing this game at a speedrunning level, treasure vaults are completely useless. So this might actually take her a few seconds if she's not familiar with some of these puzzles. I don't know if it will be possible for her to give enough time for Wing to catch up, and I'm getting my screens mixed up. Again, that is my bad.
Yeah, like Lily's really going just for the quest. Like she's now doing kidnapped cabbage, which
Yeah.
is just going to 2 camps, open them and just get the cabbages, and I believe she can just leave now.
No, I believe there is find 10 field pages on the world map. So I believe that's a Revelio page that she's trying to get in order to just claim that as she goes. Very strong strategy here.
Yeah.
We have Wing doing something. Wing is realizing he's not
He's
on the
playing
right
on.
difficulty.
He's.
He's playing on normal.
Oh yeah, because he wants to interrupt the Morlock 5 times. Well, you need to interrupt them 5 times with the pulsar, and he's playing it on a harder mode because if you play it on story mode, you basically insta kill the mongrels. So I guess he was just hoping that it would just survive a little bit longer, and it also becomes more aggressive if you play it on hard mode.
And Lily has completed another quest. That's putting her at a total of 12. One more tile to win it all.
Yeah, if I was Lily at this point, I would just do interior decorating. It's a quick quest. It doesn't take and you can even warp to it, so there's no traveling to it.
It looks like she's collecting moonstones, probably for that interior decorating.
Yeah.
Because I believe there is a minimum requirement of moonstones in order to complete that quest. And there she goes, teleporting to the map chamber?
Yeah.
I
and
think that might have been a misclick.
yeah, like the secret rooms. You
Yes,
have the
instantly
room of
porting out.
requirements, or you have the map chamber, and she just spammed clicking, and then you warp just to the map room. But yeah, this is the room of requirements, where you can decorate your whole room the way that you want it. And Lily is gonna decorate her room because
When the war is over,
that's basically the quest for interior decorating, and that's because X-Wing isn't doing this one. It's unfortunately
That's
a
going to be
GG.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all Lily has to do is just place some few objects here, and that will end the match. Do columns matter? No, we're doing a lockout bingo, so it's basically first to 13.
Yeah. And that's why they're also not able to look at the stream. They are talking to each other, but they aren't able to hear from us what they are basically doing.
Yes, and it looks like Wing just completed his Fellcroft vaults.
Yeah. I feel like the faults are really time heavy, and that are goals that you want to go for later. Like you first want to do what Lily did, just go to the fast goals basically to make sure that that you're able to do them before the other one does it.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Exactly, and I think it's just down to that point where Lily has been practicing these all quest speedruns and knows where these quests are located, where Wing is avoiding quests because he doesn't know exactly where to quick travel to.
Yeah.
But it looks like with this, there's a few more altering that she needs to do.
Yeah.
Wing is still putting in some effort. He is currently levitating 2 enemies simultaneously.
Yeah. And he needs to do that 5 times.
5 times. Ooh. There's a few there. However, I think this is the end of the quest if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
And
And there's, by the way, also our favorite character, Deke, the house elf. We love Deke.
gotta love those house elves.
And
Super
Deke,
handy.
and Deke is just lovely.
Super nice. Always hangs out in your room of requirements.
Yeah. And there is goal number 13 for Lily. And that's GG for Lily. I don't know if they are just gonna keep going or...
What to do?
It is a good question.
Off on another adventure,
We're
are we?
just going to quickly wait for a response here and see what's going to go down here. We still have 45 minutes on our estimate, so
Yeah.
I think we need to get the rematch.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Let's not promise anything yet. I'll do the runner's feel. I'll just the event feel.
Like, Tech is at the moment talking to them. Like, I'm pretty sure that they... Like, otherwise we are, like, 45 minutes ahead of schedule, and
Well, let's talk about the game a little bit. So Hogwarts Legacy is a fairly new game, and let's see here. Sorry,
oh wait, we have in the waiting room chat for you.
we are going to
Okay,
black out the board.
Okay.
That is shouldn't take too long. Definitely, there's some hard ones here. It
Yeah.
could be a plot moment that they could find a shiny beast.
For sure, like
and
that's a goal that you really have to get lucky with. Like a really good strat with shinies is actually something that I saw last week was when another runner was doing 25,000 gold challenge run, and he just farmed moon calves, and they always spawn with 8 moon calves at the same time. And the chances of getting a shiny there is very high, and if you don't get a shiny, you can just wait a time because they only spawn at night, so they despawn when you make it day. So it's a really quick respawn area for shinies.
Right. It is not overly uncommon for shinies, unlike maybe the Pokemon counterpart, which definitely is a nod of a reference there. So hopefully they can find one fairly quickly. I think that's going to be probably one of the hardest tiles here. The other tiles that we have here are 2 quest tiles. It looks like Lily is currently working on one, I suppose. We have 10 field guide pages throughout the world map. Interrupt the mongrels with the pulsar, which currently I believe Wing has already done a few of those. And pop 5 balloons, which means pop 5 sets of balloons. If you've ever played Hogwarts Legacy, and if you haven't, there are little broom training outposts throughout the map where there's just a line of balloons that they want you to run your broomstick into. These are all over the place. You've probably already seen a few pop. It looks like Lily just popped one now, actually, right on the Quidditch pitch.
Yeah, and
So
important to note about that, it's not like pop only 5 balloons. Now pop 5 rows of balloons. That's what
5
the goal
sets of
actually means.
balloons.
Yeah.
So 5 sets of 5, equaling a total of 25 there. I believe Lily has already done at least 2 sets I've seen from her. So it could definitely be. Oh, and there's Wing looking at these balloons here too. It could be a very toss-up who gets this tile here. They're both kind of targeting the same thing.
Yeah, the balloons popping is actually really slow because it's as you can see, both of them have just this yellow bar which is basically our turbo fuel. And normally we want to have the high speed as long as possible, so we fly really close to the ground because that way we keep our turbos fuel at all time. But yeah, the balloons are that high up that they have to use basically all of their fuel, and they have to wait until it recharges. So it's really slow, and that's why we don't like balloons in speedrunning.
That and the balloons are very spread out. There's like right now, Lily's doing the 2 closest balloons to each other. The rest of them can take up to 5 minutes just to travel to. Or even from the closest flu point.
I suppose I should
So
watch
it
for
is,
Gwynaira.
unfortunately, can take quite a bit of time to get some of these.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
here.
And like it's always with the balloons, like you can find 4 of them and then the 5th one. You don't know where the 5th one is. And
Yes.
it,
However, you do have the handy Revelio spell to show you basically where they are.
yeah.
Sometimes they don't exactly pick them up. It looks like Wing is currently
Knowing our meat, he's
looking
likely
for them,
studied here.
and he just cast Reveille there, making them glow in blue there, making it a little easier to
I-
spot.
I have to check something, but Birds of a Feather, which one is that again?
It's the one right in front of him. I saw Wing has highlighted it on his map there. That's where he's going right now. I don't
Okay.
know exactly what the quest is.
Oh,
I'm
then
assuming
it's
it's
just
gets
capture
oh, then it's just saving the demi-crawl.
Where is
Like I
Crowley?
thought it was maybe the hippogriff passage, just because
I'm not going to
then I don't understand why Lily was getting glaciers, to be honest.
Hey, my friends, is it okay if I bump in real quick and give a little shout out to our sponsor, Team 17?
Now
Sure, go ahead.
100%.
Alrighty. I want to remind everybody that we Bingothon, this event is not possible without having a few sponsors at our back. And one person, no, one team, one developer and publisher who has supported Bingothon over the years has been Team 17. And they also do provide amazing prizes, which I want to remind you. You can donate with the button below the stream. And if you donate a certain amount, that is a cumulative amount, you don't have to donate this in one donation. You can get prizes, and some of these prizes are actually game packs from Team 17. Team 17 are a developer slash publisher. So we have several game packs. One of them contains a Tripang 2 Themisia Blasphemous. The other one is a Killer Frequency Sunday Gold Batora Lost Haven. Dredge Ship of Fools Survivalist. And then we have one great game pack that is the grand prize pack from Team 17, which contains all of these games. So if you want to win keys, Steam keys for these games, show support for our cause, Doctors Without Borders, and also show some love to our sponsor, Team 17, then I would really appreciate if you click that donate button below. Thank you so much. I'll give it back to you guys.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. There's that. It looks like we have got Wing completing Birds of a Feather.
Yeah,
Definitely a easy enough quest, it looked like, to get going there.
yeah, and Lily is at the moment, she's getting on her way to start actually the quest solved by the bell. And to open this door, you need to know glaciers. That's why she went for those balloons at that spot, because that's the requirement to actually start learning glaciers.
Right. That is a very valid point that you have there. I didn't even think about that. That is exactly why she went to go back and get some glaciers there. And we got another tile here from Wing coming in here, interrupting 5 charging mongrels with the pulsar.
And also something really interesting, it's what I like about the dungeon that Lily is in right now. It has a floor which drags you in, and you basically need to make sure that something or someone gets already dragged in so that you can pass like that floor. It's a really interesting puzzle that we barely see in any speedrun, because the whole quest is just flow and all, but it's a really cool mechanic which is unfortunately only used once, and then also in a dungeon that isn't actually required to finish the game.
Interesting. Honestly, never done this quest. This is the first time I'm seeing this dungeon. Definitely one of the best dungeons looking in this game. I've never seen something like this.
Yeah, and X-Wing is looking for a shiny beast at the moment. Well, Lily is just solving this puzzle. Like I said, she doesn't really care about the enemies around her. Like, the fun fact about playing on story mode is you literally can't die on in a fight. Like, I've tried to die on story mode because I wanted to see if story mode would give me an insta pass on the last quest of the Kill Vanrock category. And I was just at 0 health and I got hit all the time by Vanrock and he just couldn't kill me.
You could just sit there and have a picnic with Ranrock as he just spitting fireballs at your face.
Yeah. So that's also why you see next to their health that they have like 24 or 22 Wiggenweld potions. That's because they are useless.
Indeed, they are. And it looks like we got a few Mooncaps here. He's looking for that lucky shiny, but unfortunately, none on this field.
Yeah.
He's going to this another point here where I believe there's Jabberknolls.
Yeah,
Yes, there are Jabberknolls.
this is the part where you also go with Deke for the Juggernaut and the Mooncalves.
Yes, this is a part of one of the main quests. In order to unlock your knapsack and start rescuing these magical creatures from the poachers. Unfortunately, no shiny, so he's going to teleport away here and see if he can find another beast point. These beast points are marked on the map with little paw print, and they are. There's only is there what 12 different beasts in this game? If I recall correctly.
And Lily did a little puzzle with the bells, which is, I believe, the Harry Potter theme or an Harry Potter theme sound. I don't know exactly which one it is, but I believe it's a small Easter egg built into the game.
100% definitely an Easter egg. Never done the quest. I have no idea which sound it would make. And on my end here, don't have the sounds for Lily, so I wouldn't be able to take a guess at that. Looks like she's almost done Solve the Bell, which leaves us with only 2 tiles afterwards. The 2 tiles here, the 10 field guide pages shouldn't take too long. These 2 folks have been around the map. I believe they are specifically found field guide pages, though. The ones that are indicated with a little scroll with a question mark. So there are definitely limitations on which ones they can go to. And these ones tend to be a little more spread out. That's probably why they have not done it yet. Lily is trying to figure out the bells there.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, if you would just look at the treasure map. Oh, I know which theme it is. It is bum ba dum 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 dum.
Ah, classic.
Yeah.
No. Opening up, there goes the tile. And it looks like there was the other tile. I might have missed that. Nope, Rescue a Shiny Beast is still there. It's down to the last 2 tiles there.
Really fun fact about that bell. One person who played this game casually solved the puzzle without a treasure chest, like without a treasure map, because they just tried to make the Harry Potter theme from the bells, and that's how they solved it.
Well, let's be fair. Like, we all kind of wanted to do that. Come into a fantasy world that is so vast and part of my childhood. Kind of getting to, like, run around this open world, seeing bits and bobs. Now, this game is based a couple, 200 years before? No, 100 years before when Harry Potter took place. So there's definitely a few differences between the two games. One difference to note is the Shrieking Shack. The Shrieking Shack is not in this game for a particularly good reason. The Shrieking Shack was actually made by Dumbledore for Remus, for when he turned into a werewolf. So at this time and this point of the game, the Shrieking Shack wouldn't have existed. Fun fact there for you.
Yeah, that's also why there's no Whomping Willow.
That protected the entrance to the
Yeah.
Shrieking Shack. Exactly. So there's definitely some key layouts here that is just fun to explore. If you ever get a chance to, you could spend hours just looking at the map. Honestly,
Yeah.
this world is so vast, and you get to just sling spells. One of the best parts of it. There's another Revelio page for Lily. It looks like they're both trying to get these Revelio field guide pages in order to complete this part. Well, Wing looks like he's trying to target specifically finding the shiny beast
Yeah.
along the way here.
I feel like they might just talk about like, hey, I'm doing this and I'm just searching for the shiny maybe at this point.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
they have the combined goal to complete the tasks here. So one of the creatures here are the Nezzles.
Yeah, those are
Neasels,
lovely cats.
they are very lovely cats. And you
But,
collect their fur to make potions.
by the way, really fun fact that you see from Lily's side.
That's
She basically does Revelio and Insta gets the page. Like, if you would do it without Axio, you actually need to wait until the page rolls out, which takes a little bit longer. So it's just a small time save, but it saves a lot over time if you collect a lot of those Revelio pages. But you
Yes.
basically get them insta.
Yes, and throughout a speed run of this game, you have to collect quite a few pages over the span of the entire speed run, because Revelia pages give you those levels, and in order to actually beat the game, you have to get all the way up to level 24, which unfortunately quests just don't even get you close. So these speedrunners definitely know how to Accio Revelio page.
Yeah, it's a mechanic that I really love myself.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of like a speedrunner tip and trick there for you.
Yeah.
It looks like he got a non-shiny unicorn here.
Yeah. Like normally shinies are not that rare, so it might have been that patch that the odds for a shiny one are way lower because Wing has seen for sure a lot creatures and not seeing one shiny.
Yeah, definitely a little unlucky here. It would be hilarious if Lily is able to pull this one out real.
Yeah, that
just
she has a
like on
shiny. She has a shiny.
She had
There was a
did you see it?
shiny. There was a
She didn't
shiny.
see it.
She
She
didn't
didn't
see it. Oh, like you saw the creature with a little star on it. That's the
Now, does she
that means
know that what a shiny is the question. She spends so much time speedrunning this game. You don't capture anything that you don't need to usually.
True.
So she might just not realize that was a shiny.
So basically, this is turned into a Pokemon stream. Welcome. We are shiny hunting right now. We are soft resetting the game to to get a shiny.
Yeah, basically this is just going to be teleport in, teleport out, see to different locations.
Yeah.
The spawns do over time resets, but they have to go to multiple different spawns in order to kind of get that reset going. It is a time-based cycle, I believe. I'm not 100% sure of how much time it has to go by before the cycle resets. But if if Lily is lucky, she might actually get back to the other shiny before it despawns.
Yeah, I believe the creatures basically respawn if you go to basically the other way of the map. So if you are searching north and then go south, then the creatures
Different load
respawn.
zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably a very valid point.
But yeah, we could have been done, but Lily just missed a
Lily's
shiny.
just trying to make it a little more interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
we still have 25 minutes on this
for sure.
estimate. Trying to get a little bit close here. Going
And I
to this Niffler? No, Puffskin.
no Puffskins. Like you want to go to the big amount of creatures. Like you want to go to the Nifflers, Kneasel. D- Were there
Mooncalf.
2 shinies on X-Wing side?
Oh, that is a shiny right there.
Yeah, that's the shiny. But was there another one? Yeah, there's another
He
one.
got a double. Got a double to
Then he
finish
got a
off
double
the tile,
shiny.
and that is the game. That is a complete blackout bingo board in a total of 51 minutes. GG. Great work to both of our runners, with Lily beating out J-Wing in the initial first to 13, best of 13 tile collection, and then clearing out the board together as a nice cooperative achievement there. And I believe we have them in the call now.
Yeah, that's true. GG's to both of you.
GG's.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Definitely. We did notice one thing that we just have to kind of shout out here. Lily missed a shiny about 3 minutes back.
Maybe
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the pumpkins that you checked first, you had a shiny in the tree.
Oh,
But I think we're glad that you missed it, because getting that double shiny Mooncalf.
No.
Great win.
It's not double. It's
Is it not
6
double?
tuple. Yeah, still 4 shinies
They're
in
all
front of
shiny.
me. Yeah, they're all shiny. I don't know.
I did not notice that they were all shiny.
Wow.
The whole herd are bred together, I guess, is the best way to put that. Okay, well, thank you very much for giving that great show. Definitely a very strong start from Lily. Getting those quests done, stacking up the tiles.
Yeah, I was never good at quests, so I thought I go for other things because if she snipes me on one quest, I'm so far behind, and I did not know the most of them. Like if there were like 4 or 5 quests that I have in mind, I could have done them, but none of them were there.
Right, and I'm assuming, Lily, with your routing of the new category of all quests, that gave you a little bit of advantage for 10 or 11 of those tiles, just knowing the locations that you had to go to.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, interesting about that restricted area for sure. Like, I feel like they patched it to the library.
No, it's funny. It was always there from the first release patch. That behind the pages that you behind the book that you pick up is the map chamber, but you never enter there because you get out of there with a cutscene and stuff. But if you go in there again, you can get into the map chamber. And if you do that before you get the pages from Jackdaw, you're even stuck in the map chamber. You cannot leave them
when you-
besides with
when-
flus.
But it looks like during this patch they patched it so they actually teleport you to the library instead to avoid that. I guess
They walk you out of the library always. Oh, was I in the
You
library?
teleported-
Yeah, you were in the
you
library.
teleported to the library.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
think they
but I think
changed it
they
from the patch
patched.
changer.
But yeah,
oh, I didn't.
but
know that.
it was the last patch though. Like it wasn't the second last.
Okay. Sad. It was a little fun fact that I noticed back there. Sad
Yeah.
that they patched that, actually.
To be fair, entering it before being able to exit is kind of a little bit of a spoiler alert, I guess. So it makes sense. It makes sense why it would be put to the library instead of the map chamber, because that's where you literally go after the quest anyways. But it's definitely an interesting patch there.
I think
We
it might
have-
have been patched, as X-Wing already said. Like, you could softlock if you didn't do
No.
Jackdaws.
You cannot softlock at all because you can just use a flu flame to get out, but you cannot leave it by foot. The stairs doesn't open, basically.
Right.
But yeah, do any of you have any final words about this, about the board that you just played?
We were pretty lucky this time. Like they are definitely harder. Like we had a pretty easy board this time. There are definitely quests and also tasks. For example, there are more things like depositing the mongrel. There are more tasks like that that eat up time, and we got pretty lucky here.
Yeah, Ross and I didn't really talk about it. In this game, there are what's called dueling feats, and a lot of these little side goals that are on the bingo board are kind of little Rift custom-made dueling feats. However, we only really got one or two of them on this board. We had a very quest-heavy board, which really benefited Lily's capabilities there.
Yeah. And sadly, I did
definitely.
not got a shiny with my Nifflers at the beginning.
Yeah, you looked through I don't know how many like locations. You probably went through like 15 to 20 different beast locations to find a shiny.
At the end, yeah. Also, I misread the column 3, row 3 one, and I thought it was Summoner spell. And I did the quest that it was not necessary. And when I came back to do the combination practice, Lily already did it while I was in it.
Lily was doing it at the same time. I think you guys started very similar timings. Unfortunately, she just squeaked out stealing that tile away from you.
Yeah. That was like the only snipe that really matters to
It was a good
me.
snipe, though. It was a really good snipe, though. Definitely wish we could see more. There was definitely a lot of great tiles that could have been on this board. Maybe next time.
Yeah, probably in the next Bingothon.
Yeah.
And then I practice more.
And yeah, I think we're gonna give it back to the host, who probably knows what's coming up next.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this amazing race. It was such a rush over so quickly, but you still fulfilled the whole board to show us some more of this game. So big shout outs to the runners. Really shows you know your games. Alrighty, now we'll enter a little bit of an intermission while we wait for the upcoming, the setup block Sunday, and the next run in the schedule is actually Super Mario Odyssey, with the incentive to get as many goals as possible in 3 hours by Nitro X Nate YT. With that, let's go to intermission, and thanks again. See you soon.
In a lot of the conflict settings where we work, we usually have a lot of displaced populations, people fleeing violence, fleeing a war. And very often those people settle in camps. The problem with this, especially for logistics, we have to set up pretty much a whole town in order to make sure that these people are taken care of and provided with proper sanitation. So in a lot of contexts where I've worked, we've had to provide clean drinking water for a population that's fleeing violence. We have to build hospitals in order to take care of people. In some of the countries I've worked in, we've had 50,000, 100,000 person refugee camps or displaced camps, and trying to provide clean drinking water and trying to provide sanitation to bring up the health levels, but also provide some dignity to the populations is very, very challenging, especially in some environments where it's very, very difficult to get materials and supplies. We work in a lot of contexts that do come with risk, but obviously we take a lot of time and a lot of effort to make sure we're not taking undue risks, to send our teams and also not expose our patients to danger. I came back from the Ukraine over the summer, and a lot of the work that we were doing was very basic primary care, mobile clinics to displaced populations. But in the city where I was in Kharkiv, because there was active fighting, because there was artillery and missile strikes every day and night, a lot of the population was underground, and a lot of those displaced people were just living in subway stations. But it really depends on the context and the conflict. It can be a very small mobile clinic that's very primary healthcare in that circumstance, or in some of the countries that really lack a lot of kind of infrastructure, we set up very large hospitals. So it can really change. And, with the conflict and risk, we're always looking at that and trying to make sure that we're taking care of everyone and doing our due diligence.
Hello. Good morning. How's it kicking? Bingothon viewers, Bingothon crew, runners, hosts, organizers. I hope it's bingo for you. I am very bad at motivational speaking. Hope you have a hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend at this wonderful Bingothon event. We're approaching a little bit of a well, you know, it's regularly the case that what do I mean regularly? I don't want to blame any event, but it's not unusual for events to get behind schedule. That you know they have to catch up again because some runs take a little longer, some setups don't go as smooth as they are supposed to do. That's perfectly normal. That's just what regularly happens. We are in a rare position where the exact opposite has happened, and we've had a very smooth event. And with a run that was considerably below estimate, and now we kind of got a bit of time to fill. It's like 45 minutes before it officially continues. But I think I have plenty of time to, well, tell you something about Bingothon. Did you know that we are raising money for Doctors Without Borders, who are a great organization, and we are happy to help them. One of the several gaps that Doctors Without Borders managed to fill in the support towards Ukraine was in mental health support, where teams of psychologists and social workers have been able to provide help to Ukrainian citizens and are still doing so to this day. So, people from Doctors Without Borders, they provide crucial work in crises, and they do rely on our donations. So please scroll down and click that donation button if you can afford it. I understand these are rough times for many of us, but if you can spare a little something, we do appreciate every single dollar. So just a dollar helps a lot, goes a long way. Don't feel bad if you can't donate much. If you can afford to donate a little more, there are amazing prizes that are available. We do have, well, of course, the best, the one and only, the amazing, I'm running out of great words to describe it, but we do have the Bingothon mug twice. That is, there is the regular neutral Bingothon mug motif. That's just the Bingothon logo. What does it mean? It's a great Bingothon mug with a regular Bingothon logo on it. And there's also the specifically branded Bingothon Summer mug, which is the only Bingothon mug that is still missing in my collection. So I should actually win this.
Are you allowed to win this? You should donate all the money.
I have.
The Bingothon logo is definitely one of the more prettier ones. And if you donate, then we will feed the dog as well. Oh, no, that's the wrong marathon.
Okay, yeah. All right.
You want me to explain, or?
Well, I don't. If I didn't get the reference, I don't know if all of our viewers got it. So maybe you wanna throw it in really quick.
That is sure. At this point in time, even though they're on a break right now, there's another marathon going on. If you look at Horaro whatever their TLD is, org, I think, you can see that Speed Dogs is also having their marathon this weekend. And at one point, one of the organizers mentioned that if you donate, we're feeding the dog that you see in the bumper videos. If you don't donate, then we're not feeding the dog. Their owners probably will, but we are not feeding them. It's a really stupid thing that I've been making in-jokes about in their stream for a bit. So yeah, it doesn't make sense for me mentioning it here, but hey, donating is always a good thing, so it does go to the doctors.
It is good. It goes to the docs and to the dogs. So that's a good thing then. always nice to see some love between technically competing marathon events. But we're at Bingothon. We have lots of bingo, and I don't know if the other events have that. And if you donate, well, apart from the mugs, yeah, we always have Panda in Floha's basement, who also might need feeding. He just went to bed, probably on a...
Big question though, does Panda have an owner?
It's Floha,
Oh, okay.
as far as I'm aware, at least. But I don't know. But I don't know if he gets fed. So, where was I? Yeah, Bingothon mugs. Right, $5. $5 makes you eligible for a Bingothon mug prize. What does eligibility mean? It is well, you have to donate a cumulative total of $5. You don't need to donate $5 right away. So if you want to donate during multiple runs, you can chip in $1 here, $3 there, and another one at the last finale run, and then whoop-da-doop, you're eligible. But there's also other prizes if you can afford a little more. Our wonderful sponsor, Team 17, they have provided us with game packs. These game packs, well, Team 17, first of all, they are a developer/publisher for indie games, and they have they've gotten really deep into publishing over the past years. So a lot of gaming gems are under their umbrella now. And there's a bunch of game packs you can win. You're eligible for, let me manage my tabs here. You are, if you donate $30 in total, you're eligible for the following game packs. The Kill or Be Killed game pack. That includes the game Treepang 2, Thymesia, and Blasphemous. Great Metroidvania right there. Then there is also for $30 the Narrative Gems pack. It includes Killer Frequency, Sunday Gold, which is probably today, because right now it is Sunday and the weather is golden, and Batora Lost Haven. And then there is the Sailing Away game pack. It includes the games Dredge, Ship of Fools, and Survivalists. And if you can afford it and donate a total of $50, you can win the Grand Prize pack, which includes all of the games that I've just listed. So all of the other 3 game packs are combined in one big game pack. The games are delivered to you as Steam keys, so I assume everybody has a Steam account nowadays. And there is also another prize available. That is, if you donate within the next 21 hours, you can win a digital copy of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This game has been eating up my free time like nothing else over the past month. I don't know, since when is it out? I don't know. Ever since it got released. I've stopped everything else in my life, and after work, I just start playing the game. And also, I played it this morning for way too long. I'm still not finished. I've played it over, I don't know, at this point, over 80 hours. I know there's many people who have played it far more than I don't have that much time, but I've played it over 80 hours. I'm still not done. This game has so much to deliver. It's really crazy, and I'm a guy, I usually play like short games, all the games that I just read from the prize pool, from the Team 17 game packs. This is more my cup of tea, or should I say more my bingo mug of tea that I play. So I like rather short and sweet, as in 2 to 3 hour games. That's just that's my jam, but Tears of the Kingdom just keeps me occupied. Not sure if I'll ever be able to beat it, but I'm dedicated to beat it eventually. So if you wanna get a feeling what I've just told you, and as I said, probably if you're a Zelda fan, it's likely that you've already gotten it. But if you're unsure about the game, if the Zelda is not your jam, let me tell you. Well, I'm a huge Zelda fan, but also I don't play many long and big games anymore, and still this game keeps me hooked. So if you're unsure, you can still win this digital copy for yourself for just $35 instead of the retail price of, what's it, $59? I think. Not 100% sure right there. So yeah, also I think the speedrunners are going crazy with this game as well. So take a look at that. Alrighty. Also, I'm looking for things to say, but there's more to say actually. We still have time. So there's upcoming goals and bid wars that you can donate towards. Apart from getting eligible for prizes, you can send your money towards a bid. So goals and bid wars are basically donation amount milestones. If not really milestones, but more donation amount counters, where your amount that you donated goes towards a specific counter, and that counter needs to reach a certain threshold to make something happen. That can be a donation incentive, where just a certain amount has to be met, or it can be a bid war, where there's different options, and the option with the highest amount wins. Currently, we have, for the Final Fantasy randomizer, a donation goal of $25. Currently, nothing has been set to it. And it says here that the Forced White Mage is going to level 25, tier 1. So if you want to see the Forced White Mage go to level 25, you should donate these $25, or just donate a little bit. Once you donate, you get the option to set your donation amount towards a certain goal. So don't forget to do this when you donate, because otherwise the donation would go to waste. And also for the Final Fantasy randomizer, we have the Forced Thief lead incentive. That's currently at 15 out of $50. So still 35 to go. That is, if my maths are correct. Whoa, I think something just happened right there. I was just about to calculate the total. But we have $58 to go actually, because if I can go to the tab where it says what I want to read out. If I go to the tab, if I can find the tab, it's here. Because we just received a $2 donation from Le Plumber, I think, or Le Plumber, saying, "Hey Zed, isn't this your favorite kind of donation? Fitting for the next run. Why couldn't Mario find his card? It was Toad." What? Alright. I didn't get that one. Let's go. What's Mario's favorite bagel flavor? Sesame! Okay, that's good. Mario, how do Koopas tell Mario they have peach? They use a shell phone. All right, this is good. We have a bunch more that I can read out. I don't know. Explaining puns. Does it make them fun? Yeah, just explain right away. Destroy the joke, because I love puns, but for some reason. For some reason, I don't get it. Yeah, explain right away. The big hats. Yeah, that's these are toads. Yeah, but are these hats actually, or is it just a cursed image of a toad with a hat? Anyway, yeah, these are toads. Is this where? Oh yeah, that is. This is the Super Mario Super Show where the toad takes off the hat. But I don't think this is canon. Yeah, but what has this to do with the card missing? It was Toad. All right, there's probably as a non-native speaker, maybe I'm missing a very obvious word in my vocabulary right now. All right, shall we continue with the puns? Where's the tab? Here's the tab. Why was Toad invited to Mario's party? Because he's a fungi. I got it. Get it? Because he's a fungus? He's a mushroom? You know? Alright. What does Peach use to get things off the high shelf? Oh boy. A toadstool! Oh, fun guy. Alright. I was thinking of fungi because we say fungi here. I don't even know how's the Italian pronunciation. Do you say fungi in English? Fungi. Alright. I'm messing up so many jokes. This is embarrassing. How am I supposed to fill in like more 25, 30 minutes? People are going to throw virtual tomatoes after me after that one. Okay, let's continue. Why did Mario cross the road? He couldn't find the warp zone. Well. What's the warp? Is the warp zone the little island in Mario Brothers 3? Where you get to the... where you get with the flute? And the warp zone is also the warp pipes, right? Right. Alright, next one. Why did Mario use to talk to the Boo? Oh, what did Mario use to talk to the Boo? Now we got it. Butchering jokes before I even read the punchline. Okay, so what does Mario use to talk to a Boo? A Luigi board. Yahoo! It's too early for this. It's actually not too early, but I had a very exhausting day like 2 days ago and yesterday. Just spent all day on the couch. It is actually too warm. It's pretty hot, but I'm a ground floor pleb, so my flat is actually kind of cooled down. All right, next one. Why was Mario coughing so much? Something went down the wrong tube. And Zelda is to blame, yep. Why couldn't Toad put a pool table in his house? Oh boy. Oh boy. Who wants to give it a shot? Alright. Pocket? Okay. So, why couldn't Toad put a pool table in his house? It took up too much room. Alright. That's amazing. Thank you so much for these amazing puns. If you have any more puns for me to read out here during this setup block, I'll gladly let you know. Yeah, cricket sounds. But thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation. It's always great to get some support from the community. So when I look at the schedule here, then this in like 9-ish hours, we have a co-op Blackout Bingo from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword randomizer coming up, where our one and only marathon organizer, well, there's actually more than one marathon organizer, but one of the one and only marathon organizers, Floha, 258 is involved along with his friends Lepelog and CGS07. And if you want to set a certain file name for this with up to 8 characters, you can do so by donating. There's currently no option submitted yet, so well, I think it's a good idea to add a nice option for them. Maybe, I don't know how many. Let me open a text editor real quick because I don't know how I can't count characters in my head. How many are this? Yeah, I think Bingo Mug is a great name. That one has exactly 8 characters. That's a nice dad joke right there. Vashala. Alright. So how much time do I have to kill? I keep talking trash. I mean, we could also just enjoy the amazing music. I wanna actually, before I shut up my mouth, I wanna give a very, 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 very big shout out to some people. If I am able to manage my, here they are, my tabs, because we have all this lovely music in the background whenever there's an intermission, and this music is provided by friends of Bingothon who are producers. So we have music from Mr. Masakari, Tachyon or / Dioza, from Zyber, from Ismfire, from Outplay J, from Brzrkr, from STN_ZNE, from Akimi, I'm sorry if I'm butchering any names, or Akimi, Panda.rar, and Glix /W3SP. So thank you so much for everybody who provides music to this event. It means a lot to have some royalty-free music where we don't have to fear for Bingothon's copyright state at Twitch. Really appreciate to be able to play back the music during the intermissions, along with some OSTs apparently, but also thank you so much for all the producers. As a, well, not very active fellow producer myself, I know the chores you're all going through. Always being up to the edge with the latest and greatest plugins and DAWs and sample packs and trying to keep up the pace with your productions. Have a lot of respect for what you're doing. And then you're just giving that away to Bingothon. I mean, you're not giving it away, but you're allowing it. Which is obviously the best cause you could ever write music for. Alrighty. Yeah, with that, we are currently sitting at $1,572. And before I leave you to the music, I think there's something I should do. And I would say, yeah. Well, what am I gonna do? That's a good question. So, my dear viewers, PogChamp, how do you like this event so far, oh my dog? I think this is the worst Bingothon so far, Kappa. God, I'm using Twitch too little, I don't know all the emotes. Remember that whenever you donate $5, you're eligible for winning a Bingothon mug, Bingo T4 mug.
How can I get Zelda?
Yeah, hey guys. You can win Zelda Give Please if you just donate a cumulative amount of $35. Cool story, Bob. Just click the button down below to donate money to Doctors Without Borders, Glitch Cat. And I think Stacy's reaction in chat is exactly how you would react for me doing this. One performance at a time, not like this. But I did my best. So I'm gonna tick the little box. Donate to this event. Donate to Doctors Without Borders. Have fun and stay with us because the next run is coming so far. Enjoy the music and get yourself, get up the seat as long as we're in intermission. Stretch a little, stretch your arms to the ceiling and to the bottom. Get yourself a cup of tea, preferably a Bingothon mug of tea. And get some nice breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever time of the day it is for you. Maybe hydrate a little, get some fresh air if it's not too hot in your area right now. And and then once you're back, you're refreshed and you're ready for... sorry, my voice. You're refreshed for 3 amazing hours of Super Mario Odyssey. Also a good game, so don't miss out. And now, I'll leave you to it. I have, I've had like, I've been talking for about 30 minutes now. Wow. I hope that Pika is not putting anything of this in the highlight video at the end. Alrighty. See you around. Bye-bye.
pasta goes. That we cada think run. What a bashful beauties. That's the
Okay, everybody, we've had a prolonged break right here. I hope that you got hydrated. I hope that you had a little bit of I hope that you could stretch a little bit. Talking is hard. And that you could get yourself some snack and some water. And now you can slowly come back to your viewing places of choice because the next run is about to begin in just a few minutes. So get ready and get comfy for this amazing 3-hour ride.